Greetings viewer, welcome to my channel. My name is GrulonStar. Just Dance 2021 is the 11th mainline game in the Just Dance series, and the third consecutively to have seasons like every other game these days, seriously. Even Mario Kart has seasons now, technically! Anyway, I already covered Just Dance 2019 and Just Dance 2020, so now it's Just Dance 2021's fair turn. Just Dance 2021 once again has tried to fix what isn't broken, and now instead of the party and gala sections, now the seasons are split into part 1 and part 2. But they still have to separate the dates, so I'll just say them both. The different parts still offer the same amount of content as Just Dance 2020's Party and Gala, so in general, a pointless change. A little boring, but oh well, Ubisoft will be Ubisoft. If you've seen the other two videos, then you already know the details, so I won't bore you with them. Thanks to the fandom wiki for the information in the video, and please don't be mad, please. I think that's enough of an introduction. Now let's actually begin with... The first season of Just Dance 2021 was called Once Upon a Dance. Fairy Tale was the theme they chose for this season. Part 1 of the season started on December 17th and ended on December 31st. Part 2 of the season began on January 14th and ended on February 4th. As part 1 of the season, we got Love Is All for the free song of this part of the season. They also added an original version of Dancing Queen by ABBA, which is different from the version in ABBA You Can Dance, which was also free at the time. This part of the season reintroduced The Fox by Yelvis, a permanent addition to the Just Dance Unlimited service from Just Dance 2015. The playlist for part 1 was called Fairy Dances. Part 2 of the season added Tusa by Karol G and Nicki Minaj, Stupid Love by Lady Gaga, and finally Girls Like by Teeny Tempath featuring Zara Larsson. In terms of legacy songs from the series past, we got Born to Be Wild by Steppenwolf, Only You and You Alone by The Platters, and Burn by Ellie Goulding. The playlist for part 2 was called Far Far Away. Not a bad start to the seasons of Just Dance 2022, and it seems like they're running out of boring songs to bring back, so that's great. We don't need more Just Dance 1 songs. We already have all the ones that matter, Ubisoft. And you're still doing it! Anyway, I'm making this segment too long. I have to start talking about... Just Dance 2021's second season was called Versus, and while despite having a dance battle theme, they did not bring back the dance battle mode from Just Dance 4 in 2014, even though that would have been cool. Sorry for that. The first part of the season began on March 11th and ended on March 25th. The second part of the season started on April 15th and ended on May 6th. In part 1 of the season, the two free songs were Bubble Pop by Rihanna and Finesse by Bruno Mars and Cardi B. The one song added to the service for part 1 was Best Song Ever by One Direction from Just Dance 2015. The playlist for part 1 was called Feelin' Sweet and Dancing Sassy. Part 2 of the season added Monster by EXO, The Way I Are by Timberland featuring Carrie Hilson, DOE, and Sebastian. Come Back Home by 2NE1. As new Just Dance Unlimited songs you can play whenever as long as you have an internet connection and a subscription to the service. In terms of legacy songs, we got Problem by Ariana Grande featuring Iggy Azalea and Big Sean, Black Widow by Iggy Azalea featuring Rita Ora, and Pump It by the Black Eyed Peas are all coming back from Just Dance 2015 and Just Dance 3 respectively. There was no playlist for this part of the season. So yeah, it's a bummer that despite the name, we weren't given the return of Dance Battle mode in Just Dance 4 in 2014. But at least we still have those two games and can always see and imagine what it could have been. Kinda gives me an idea for a series, but that's for another day, don't even worry about it. For the third season of Just Dance 2021, we got Festival, with a pretty obvious theme. Psst, it's Festival, but don't tell anyone. I think it might be a secret. Before the Ubisoft police bust down my door, the first part of the season started on July 8th, 2021 and ended on July 22nd.
And part 2 began on July 15th and ended on August 5th, meaning that part 1 and part 2 were happening at the same time at points. Haha, GrulonStar sucks at script writing.
The free songs for part 1 are Don't Stop Me Now by Queen and Sweet Sensation by Flo Rida. The name of the playlist we got for the season is Festival Feelings. Absolutely no new songs were added in part 1, but that's okay because I feel like part 2 made up for it. Part 2 introduced 3 new songs to the Just Dance Unlimited catalog. Those songs are Head and Heart by Joel Carey featuring MNEK, Intoxicated by Martin Solveig, sorry if I pronounced that name, and finally John Cena
by Show Majosa.
You may have noticed that I didn't mention any returning songs from the history of the series, and there's a reason for that. Ubisoft finally pulled out the pandemic card and decided to use it to not bring any songs back from the series, citing issues because of the pandemic. Kinda weird that it's not that they pulled the card in for returning songs which are just remastering what has already been made instead of the new songs that they had to bring people in to begin making, but business is gonna be business and all of this already passed. Now that tension is over, let's finally do the final season to end this video. This long, painstaking video. It's fourth season time! Like both Just Dance 2019 and Just Dance 2020, this fourth and final season of Just Dance 2021 was primarily used to promote Just Dance 2022, with free songs from the game you could play for a limited time. I'll list them as always, and hey, maybe this one will surprise you. Part 1 of the season ran from September 9th, 2021 through September 23rd, 2021. Part 2 ran from October 7th, 2021 through October 26th, 2021. Part 1's free songs are Old Town Road and Lights. The new songs were Jump by Criss Cross but dubbed by Studio All-Stars and Rock Your Body by Justin Timberlake from Just Dance 2022 for a grand total of a week. This whole season was named after the coach. Imagine the fourth season of your game being named after a character from your next game. All I'm saying is it's kinda weird, but this is Ubisoft we're talking about, so let's continue. The playlist for this season was called A Traveler's Journey. Part 2 of the season gave us the new songs All the Stars by Kendrick Lamar and CSA. The second song from Just Dance 2022 we got to play for a limited time was Levitating by Dua Lipa, and they probably did that to set up the mini story with these two songs in Just Dance 2022, culminating with Save Your Tears. Pretty neat they set that up in the previous game. In terms of legacy songs, we got On the Floor by Jennifer Lopez featuring Pitbull, When I Grow Up by the Pussycat Dolls. Sorry contract winners, it looks like your legacy will always be trapped on the Wii since your versions weren't brought back, and I don't think they ever will. Sucks to suck, but let's continue. Kiss You by One Direction, but unfortunately we didn't get the Sweat version or the 6-player version. What's the point at that point? We waited so long! I need to stop all the tangents because we got Rainbow Beats by these people who I'm going to have text-to-speech bots say it because I refuse to butcher names like this.
Yiyan / Zhaofang Jing / Sukakun / Fizayajun.
So yeah, that's all 4 seasons of Just Dance 2021, and since they obviously aren't stopping this season train anytime soon, next video will be on Just Dance 2022 at some point after all the seasons for it are done. I have a lot of fun making these videos, so I'm glad that a lot of you liked watching them. What was your favorite season of Just Dance 2021? What was your favorite song that they brought back from the past? Or maybe what was your favorite new song that they added to the service? Leave all the answers to all of those questions and more in the specially designated section below, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Adios.